Welcome to another Field of Glory 2 battle. This is part of the Slitherine official tournament, the Hills Have Eyes. It is round 2. Did very well in round 1, so now I'm matched up against someone else who did very well in round 1, Cheon, who last obliterated me in the Digital League, early Middle Ages. In this part of the mirrored match, I have the late Republican Romans versus his Armenians under Tigranes with Pontic allies. So, the terrain is very favorable to defense on his side, and the rough is bad both for my legionaries, but it's also bad for his cataphracts, so that might kind of even out. We'll want to deploy medium foot in this area though. The Thuriophoroi impact, or Scutari impact foot, and Thuriophoroi offensive spearmen. Might grab Thracians as well. There we go. I also want to max on my light infantry because he can easily outnumber my light infantry. We'll grab both units of light javelin horse. I always grab light javelin horse. That leaves us with only 400 points because these legionaries are so damned expensive. The elephant is a no-brainer. It goes where his cataphracts go if he brings them. What else? I will probably have to bring some cavalry, even though I don't particularly want to. Bring noble cavalry on this wing, and armored noble cavalry on this wing. I wonder if that's worth it. Actually, screw that. I think we can cover our flanks without it. Okay, so then the question is, do we want more light horse or do we want more heavy infantry? I think, unfortunately, I do want light horse just in case he brings even more skirmishers. Then I will bring raw legionaries, not because they're good, but because they're cheap and I can get lots of them to just kind of pad out the line, leaving me with 90 points. Alright. And I'm waffling. I'm definitely waffling. Drop raw legionary. Grab 4 units of cavalry after all and see if we can do anything useful with them. We can add one more general. We add it onto the elephant. And turn these guys. Okay. That's there. Good enough. Next turn. Very different. Minimal cataphracts. Lots of cheap foot, lots of massed archers. We will be studiously avoiding that hill if we can help it. Oh, he's coming down anyway. Alright. He also did max on his skirmishers, it looks like. We're pretty close to it, so we are going to be hard pressed in terms of not getting shot to bits. This is nice open ground, so we might want to make sure that the battle is there. Although, given his superiority in skirmishers, we might not be able to make anything happen, really. We will attempt to push out to the flank with cavalry. And with infantry, I think we occupy that narrow bit of open ground, and otherwise prepare to shift left to at least attempt to make contact with his massed archers. And in the meantime, our infantry is going to have to take a lot of punishment. Okay. Next turn. Okay, we should be able to gain some initiative in the skirmishing since he spent so much firepower against my light horse, which did hold firm. Right, we'll want to keep clear of the missile fire as much as possible. Thus, our light horse can just kind of lurk here on the edge, so if they push up to shoot at our cavalry, we charge. We can also begin taking some pot shots with our own lights. So we have 6 units to match 6 units here. So we should definitely try to close into contact. It's going to be tough from all the shooting, but hopefully nothing completely awful comes of that. We cannot win this firefight in the long run. Let's try a charge. That's fine. You try a charge as well. Hit them, but it doesn't do anything. This is kind of a lost cause, and I need to be okay with it to try to force action here, maybe here in the center. Next turn. We'll have to charge to avoid getting shot at any more than we're already going to. Ugh. I think what we'll need to do is push ahead with the legionaries around this rough, post the raw legionaries here to just hold the ground. Now we'll start taking some fire. Alright, we push. Let's see how close we can get. Pretty poor charges. Should have done better at concentrating my fire. And elephants can push that way. Raw legionaries as well. And here we just have to kind of give up on anything good happening, I think. Except that. Yep, it's hopeless. We're going to lose all these units. So we need to push elsewhere. And we'll need lights to seize this ground to try to contain the damage, if nothing else. I'm afraid this unit's going to frag, but I want the general facing the pike phalanx. Good use of the rough ground. Next turn. This is going really quite poorly. All his men are in rough ground. I just have too much heavy infantry for that. They seem headed for a decisive defeat, honestly. Oh no, not again. Well, let's see where this takes us. Really? Okay, guys, whatever. Oh, let's try for a drop, why not? Nope. Get in then. Complete waste, but that's how it goes sometimes. Do we risk disruption? I think at this point we have to try to get into the action. Come on now. Get that cohesion check. And break. No. Impact is good, melee is bad, but I guess at this point, we've got to try for it. If we can break them right away, that could be good. If not, we'll get flanked. So it depends on luck, which means, as we've established, that it is a bad plan. I think maybe instead I'll set up. They're in rough ground, so if they turn to threaten a flank, we can charge them with our slingers. Our slingers will not enjoy that, but it's a necessity. But it looks like we're headed rapidly down from our top spot on the list to hopefully an easier opponent next round. Next turn. Probably disrupt, but we're already disordered, so that shouldn't matter too much. Oh, that's rather bad luck. Even disrupted against bowmen, they should have done okay. Well, that's something. It's not enough, though. I'm happy they pursued or fled somewhere safe. And it looks like we preserved our elephants from a disrupt, actually. Alright, so he's setting up to try to get a flank attack off. If I charge with my elephants. This is extremely bad. Right, well, get in there against the archers. Then get that flank off. Now I can either turn around or risk... Oh no, I can't even risk it. Alright, we stand then. I think we stand there as well. We'll get the hill bonus at least, before we frag. Good. Then we can not turn to face, and so as a result, I will want to charge him with the slingers and sacrifice them so that he can't charge in with the cataphracts and then flank with the irregular foot. Do I want to join there or get the drop there? For one thing, we're charging in here. It's heavies against mediums in the rough, but irregular foot are bad enough that we can just kind of tank through. It's a waste of points, but be that as it may. The disordering does have a deadening effect on the Foxman, but it didn't help us, and now he can rear charge with the light jabs if they don't break next melee, and then break Arthurios. So with that in mind, I think... No, I would like to speed the breaking of his irregulars here. General up on the Thracians, so let's impact foot right into the irregulars. No dice. And push. In the meantime, light spear impact into the archers. Next turn we can flank, I think. Maybe not actually, this unit will intervene. Well, that's fine then. Send in the Cretans. Generally, I don't find a special use for them with their superior quality, but here it is useful in the melee. And And let's try to block any shooting at our elephants from this angle at least. We'll potentially still disrupt though. Looking quite awful. Chan is encouraging me. He says the Romans are recovering. I sense a comeback in the wind. I don't know about that, dude. But I appreciate the encouragement. Come on, just break them. Then cause some chaos, please. No. Oh, that is helpful. We gotta move on with these elephants, so. Good. Excellent. That is excellent. You run away into the forest. You lot. Prepare to intervene against those archers. And keep hitting in these Thracians. Run away. Damn. I was hoping they would only disrupt. Good. Turn and face. How bad? Acceptable. Charge these archers. Do we break them? That's a real shame. We have broken them and then pursued because they were raw. Our elephants would have been spared the cohesion check, but now our raw legionaries are going to get broken, possibly disrupting our elephants, and most likely saving these fragged irregular foot, all of which is bad. Next turn. Ooh, bad luck. Unfortunate, but not unexpected, and that is extremely problematic. What that means is that we're going to have trouble defeating these irregulars, and in time, that frag unit rallies up, it can get an automatic drop on our elephants. So we're still looking pretty screwed. Yeah, our failure by our legionaries to break this frag unit is probably a key moment. Too bad they held firm. We're gonna have to take the charge. It's not very nice. Next turn we'll charge into the flank, pile on. Once again, I guess they've taken enough casualties that are close to auto-breaking. So we're not going to be able to break these archers either. Yeah, no, he's got this in the bag. There's a brief moment of hope, but I think it's over now. Chan was disappointed that his general pike melted away. My center looks sharp, but if I can take the flanks quickly, it should be okay. Yeah, I think you're going to be okay, dude. Given that he's up 17%. Don't think he's going to have to worry that much. Good, let's see if that takes us somewhere useful next turn. Better yet, if we could regain control. Wonderful. Need to rally. That's not how we rally. Very nice move there. So he's zone of control locked with this steady unit and turned his frag unit away so I can't charge it. This frag unit, normally I would flee right into the forest, but to do that would invite getting charged and broken by the lights. They can't charge us in the open, so we'll take our chances with the missile fire instead. And these light horse archers are just here to soak up missiles and prevent our cavalry from soaking them up. This unit's done for. Alright, join the fray. And the problem with fighting these cataphracts is that we're just going to have to grind them down. We're lucky that they disrupted, but it's still not great. We're going to get auto-broken here unless this cavalry can intervene, and soon. good. Lose 40 now that we've lost the general, though. Maybe we can try to threaten the archers. It's a long shot, but there's nothing else for it. Just in time. Turn face. I wonder, what are the odds? Very low, but possible. Nope. We would have needed the 10, I think, to do it. Yeah, we're doomed, but we're doing some damage first. Next turn. That's too bad. Maybe. Excellent. There's that auto break. Short of a break this turn, then it's over. Nope, no breaks. There we go, we are defeated. I think a few mistakes I made. One, I really underestimated how effective these masked archers combined with a couple of light foot units could be at disrupting a line of medium foot and then holding them off. Two, I invested in cavalry for this wing, and it really did not do me any favors. I should not have bothered. There's too much rough ground for them to do any good. Three, I sent a holding force this way, but it really wasn't big enough to be a holding force. And then 4, I was kind of unlucky on a few key rolls. Did not help my deficient plan, namely my raw legionaries failing to break the fragged irregular foot led to this general collapse, which could have been me breaking the irregulars, then breaking these irregulars, and then, I don't know, slowing down the cavalry, getting shot to pieces, something. It probably wouldn't have saved me, but it certainly is a factor in how rapid the defeat was. But yeah, I think maybe what I should have done instead was anchored on here and not extended out of it, and no cavalry on the left, and just got more infantry and piled on ahead. So well done to Cheon. And until next time.